Hi everyone, it's Tech Tuesday and you're watching Ask a Tech. My name is Kim, I'm your host, and today we're at the Frog Rally, which is the Forest River Owners Group, and they're out here at the Elkhart County Fairgrounds. There's probably over 500 coaches out here and campers, so you might see some people out here walking their dogs, on their bikes, eating ice cream. It's a great sunny day out here. Lippert's out here also. We support our retail customers out here. We talked about products we can offer aftermarket, and we also service units while we're out here. Today though, we're talking about power gear leveling systems. So I'm excited to talk about that. I don't know a lot about this product, so I've got Bill and Matt here with me today from the Leveling and Slides department. Bill, can you tell me what you do at Lippert?
I sure can, Kim. Hi folks. My name is Bill, and I've been with Lippert since December of 2010. I'm in the Leveling and Slides group there. I answer phones, emails, and chats. Help people get their RV fixed there, up and running, and get camping and having fun again.
Great. And Matt?
Hi everybody, I'm Matt. I've been with Lippert Components for about 11 months now. I'm in the Leveling and Slides parts department. So anytime that you need a part identified, pricing, or availability, give us a call, and either I or one of my 6 coworkers will answer all those questions. We'll get you a print if we're not sure exactly what it is. We'll help get it identified. We can get it ordered for you and get it coming to you as soon as possible so we can get you back out there camping. Okay,
great. Thanks, you guys. So we're going to jump right in. Matt, with so many leveling systems on the market today, how do I know if I have the power gear leveling system?
There are a lot of leveling systems out there, Kim, but power gear, you're mainly going to find power gear leveling systems on Class A and Class C motorized coaches.
Okay.
And Power Gear does a fantastic job of putting their name and logo on it on a tag. Now, these jacks, they are outside, they are subject to rain, snow, salt, everything. So those tags, they do wear off or they do fade. So if you're not sure if you have Power Gear and you can't find a tag, look at your hydraulic pump.
Okay.
It's going to have Power Gear, the logo on it and the name, or even look at your touchpad. The touchpad will have the Power Gear logo and name as well.
Okay, great. So what would I need to do as a retail customer calling into the contact center to help identify what type of power gear leveling system I have?
Well, a few things that we could do is, if you can find that tag, we're going to be looking for a PN number or an MN number as well. That's going to tell us the part number or model number that you may have. Like, you know, once again, those tags, they're outside, and they do get worn off every once in a while. But you can call in. We actually have a Power Gear Jack ID sheet. It's about 9 pages long. It's going to tell you exactly what different type of jacks there are, how to take those measurements. There's pictures of them. We can email that to you, or it's actually on our website as well. So at the end of this, we will provide the link, and we'll show you how to get to that on our website.
Okay, great. So Bill, what do I need to do before operating the Power Gear leveling system?
That's a great question there, Kim. So the Power Gear is going to be on Class A and Class C motorhomes. So that system there does require some good voltage there to operate there. So you want to make sure that anytime you're operating that system that you actually have the coach running. That way your jacks will be able to extend and retract and not give you any problems.
Okay, great. And then what type of fluid do I use in my Power Gear hydraulic leveling system?
So Kim, what you're going to use is you're going to use a Type A automatic transmission fluid in your Power Gear pump. When you check that, you want to make sure that the jacks are fully retracted. Power Gear itself does not have hydraulic slide outs. Those are all electric. So your jacks do need to be fully retracted. When you check that fluid, make sure that that fluid is a 1/4 inch from the top of that fill port lip. If it's in that position, you're good to go.
Okay, great. So how many different types of Power Gear jacks are there?
Power Gear actually has quite a few. There's hydraulic internal spring return, there's hydraulic external spring return, there's the Power Gear electric jack, and there also is a Power Gear power up, power down, meaning that hydraulic fluid pushes the jack leg down, hydraulic fluid pushes the jack leg up as well.
Okay, do they have like replaceable components?
They do. The hydraulic jacks, the internal spring returns and the power up, power downs, they have the hydraulic or the seals, the seal replacement kits. The external spring returns, those have seal replacement kits as well, and the external spring can be replaced as well. Now with their electric jack, we can do the motor and gearbox, we can do the Hall effect sensor, we can do the magnets, we can just do the brake and the boot clamp, the shear pin. There's quite a few replaceable components on the Power Gear electric jack.
Okay, great. And you had mentioned seals.
Yes.
Do all of them have replaceable seals?
So unfortunately, not all the Power Gear hydraulic jacks actually have replaceable seals. So Power Gear's been doing leveling systems since 1991. Some of those older jacks, the rod guide that comes in the seal kit, it's threaded to go up inside that jack. So unfortunately, the older style jacks, they have a coarse thread that's on there. The new rod guides in the seal kits actually have a fine thread. So unfortunately, the rod guide will not fit in that older jack. There's maybe 3 or 4 that we don't have them. So if that's the case, we would just replace the jack.
Okay, great. Now, do the hydraulic pump assemblies have any serviceable or replaceable components on it?
They do, Kim, and there are a lot of replaceable or serviceable components on these jacks.
Okay.
You've got the motor solenoid, the leg valves and coils, the dump valves and coils, your hydraulic reservoir tank itself in case it's cracked or something. And then also the float switch and fluid sensor is another replaceable component on that.
Okay, awesome. So with that hydraulic pump assembly, how would I determine if that is defective?
So there's a lot of ways to determine if the parts are defective. Like Matt said, we can do a pump, we can do the motor solenoid, we can do a tank, we can do the valve, the float switch. If you are trying to troubleshoot this with a voltmeter, we do actually have a tip sheet there that's going to be available at the end of this video to allow you to troubleshoot the motor, allow you to troubleshoot the solenoid. The valves, we can tell you how to troubleshoot. If you do need the tank, that is a visual aid. So if the tank's leaking, just a visual inspection of it will tell you that you need a new tank.
Okay, so if I call in again and I've got a problem going on with my pump assembly, how would I know, what kind of information do I need to give you to help you identify as a part specialist what I have?
Perfect. Yeah, so when calling in, if we're looking at replacing a component on our hydraulic pump assembly, there's 2 numbers, magic numbers is what I like to call them, that we're going to be looking for to be able for us to look into our system to see which components we actually have replaceable for your hydraulic pump. One of them is going to be a 6-digit number that starts with a 5. The other one that we could use is a model number. It starts with an S, and it may be like a 103T or a 102T. Pretty much it's going to be an S, 3 digits, followed by a T, and then there's normally about 4 more numbers after that.
Okay.
Those 2 numbers are going to allow us to look and see exactly which components are serviceable on your hydraulic pump.
Okay, good. Well, thanks. So how do I know if my hydraulic jack is defective at all? Is there a way to tell?
There is a way to tell. So we do get that question asked a lot. The Power Gear hydraulic jack is a normal operation. When those jacks extend, they actually do get a thin film of fluid on that outer wad. And so what happens is that fluid actually creeps down onto the foot pad and makes the foot pad wet. A lot of people think the jack is defective when it's that way. That fluid is actually to protect that rod. So that's normal operation. Now if you do see fluid seeping out of that top seal on the bottom of that jack, then at that point we would need to do a seal kit or replace the jack.
Okay, great. So apart from the jacks and the hydraulic pump assemblies, what other Power Gear leveling components do we offer?
We do offer replacements for the touch pads, and then also the Power Gear controllers as well. The touch pads, your part number is going to be on the front or on the back side of your touch pad. And pretty much the touch pad is connected to the controller with a harness, and that controller, it is pretty much the brain box of your leveling system. So when you push the button on your touch pad, it goes to your controller, and then your controller tells your pump exactly what to do. And the part number is going to be very legible on the control box as well, the part number that you're going to be looking for. Okay, good. So that looks like it has lights that could be flashing and making me a little nervous. Bill, does that happen? And what does that mean?
It can happen there, Kim. So more than likely, usually the most common question we get there is, let's say you're done camping there, you start up your coach, you're ready to go home, and all the lights on your touchpad start flashing and it starts beeping at you. Of course, that's going to freak you out because it freaked me out. So at that point there, what the system's telling you is that it actually sees the jacks as being extended. So if your jacks are retracted, just like I talked earlier there, check your fluid in your tank. You want that fluid to be a 1/4 inch from the top of that fill port lip with the jacks fully retracted. If it's not in that position, go ahead and get some Mercon 5 or Dextron 3, add it to it, and that should hopefully stop the lights from flashing. Okay, good. Well, thanks so much to Bill and Matt for being here for Ask a Tech Tech Tuesday. If you have questions, remember you can reach out to us on chat through our website, customer service. You can email us at customerservice@lci1.com, and of course you can always call us at the contact center. Our phone number is 574-537-8900. And stay tuned for the end of the video. There's going to be some links
things the guys referenced. And again, if you have questions or comments, please comment below. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next month. Bye.
Thanks. See you, everybody. Hi everybody, thank you for viewing today's episode of Ask a Tech over the Power Gear Leveling. I'm just going to go over a few of those links and topics that we went over during the system, and I'm going to walk you through the website. So when you get to our homepage, lci1.com, there's going to be a black bar on the left hand side. You're going to want to click the menu button, and from there you'll go to support and then support documentation. This is going to take you directly to our support documentation page that has all of our products that we offer from Lippert Components. So not only is the Power Gear Leveling on here, we have our awnings, beds, other leveling systems as well, but we're going to go to the very top row, center right, it's going to be Power Gear. We're going to go ahead and click on Power Gear, and from there we're going to click on Leveling Systems, and then from the Leveling Systems we're going to click on Power Gear Leveling. And then you will see there is the Power Gear electric leveling system and the hydraulic leveling systems. We're going to click on hydraulic leveling systems. And from here, for all of you owners that have Power Gear leveling systems, you can download your owner's manual, your operation manual. There's a lot of good information on here. Many links and lots of documents on here for you to look at. But the one that I referenced was the Power Gear Jack ID sheet. To get this one, we're going to go to Technical Information, and we're going to scroll down to Jack ID Chart. It's going to be on the right hand side, and it's just going to say Jack ID Chart, nothing special. And then from here on the Jack ID chart, this is the chart that I referenced just in case your Power Gear number or label has been washed away or worn off. It's going to show you an image of all the different Power Gear jacks that they offer. And from here you can visually identify it, and then in the middle of each of these charts it shows you how to take the dimensions and measurements so we could get your Power Gear jack identified. And once we have those measurements, it will give us the Power Gear number and the Lippert part number. Also associated with these, such as we talked about the external spring return hydraulic jacks, it'll tell you once we take the measurements, get it identified, it'll give you the information if there is a seal kit. If there is a seal kit, we can go ahead and it supplies you with the part number, and it gives you with the spring number as well, just in case that external spring has been broken or damaged. Like I said, check out this whole entire chart. It's great. It's a useful tool that I use daily to help customers ID their jacks and see if they have replaceable components. And if you don't have time to email us or call us, check out our chat feature on our website. It's a great tool. You get directed directly to one of our Leveling and Slide techs. They can help you with this link as well, or even help you get the proper identifications needed and get you the parts that you're needing as well. Thank you everybody for watching today's episode, and have a great rest of your day.